The 2025 FIFA Club World Cup is coming, and this edition promises to be historic. With a new format and more teams in the competition, this could be the most unpredictable tournament ever. But the big question is, who has the best chance of taking the title? Will we see another European giant lift the trophy, or can a South American club finally break the dominance? This tournament has already given us shocking upsets in the past. Who could forget Corinthians defeating Chelsea in 2012, or Tigres knocking out Palmeiras in 2020? But what if an emerging team steals the show this time? Could Botafogo, boosted by new investments, be a dark horse? And what about MLS and Saudi Arabian clubs? Can they really compete on equal terms? In today's video, we're going to analyze the favorites, break down the new tournament format, and highlight the teams that could surprise everyone. Will Real Madrid and Manchester City continue their dominance? Can Palmeiras and Flamengo go far? Stick around until the end, because I'll give my prediction on who has the best chance to be the 2025 World Champion. Let's go. The new club. World Cup format. The 2025 FIFA Club World Cup will be completely different from anything we've seen before. Forget the old format with just 7 teams and a short knockout tournament. This time, we have a massive 32-team competition structured similarly to the FIFA World Cup. But what exactly does that mean? First, instead of a quick elimination system, the tournament will feature a full group stage, followed by a knockout phase. The 32 teams will be divided into 8 groups of 4, and only the top 2 from each group will move on to the round of 16. From there, it's a win-or-go-home battle all the way to the final. But here's the key question. Who benefits the most from this new structure? For European giants like Real Madrid, Manchester City, and Bayern Munich, this is a major advantage. More games mean they can showcase their squad depth, rotate players efficiently, and wear down weaker opponents over time. For South American clubs, the challenge is much greater. In the past, the Libertadores winner only needed to win 2 matches to lift the trophy. Now, they must navigate at least 5 or 6 games against top-tier competition. Do Flamengo, Palmeiras, or River Plate have the squad strength to handle this? Meanwhile, MLS, Saudi Pro League, and Asian clubs now have more chances to adapt and strategize. Could we finally see a non-European team reach the final? With more games to build momentum, it's not impossible. So, does this new format make the tournament more exciting, or simply favor European dominance? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Down. The favorites for the title. Now that we understand the new format, let's talk about the big favorites to win the 2025 Club World Cup. As always, European clubs dominate the conversation, but this time, there are some interesting challengers from South America, MLS, and even the Middle East. So, who are the strongest contenders? Real Madrid, the kings of the Club World Cup. If we talk about the Club World Cup, we have to start with Real Madrid. With 5 titles in the last decade, they are the undisputed kings of this tournament. Their squad is filled with superstars like Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., and Rodrygo, giving them the attacking firepower to dominate any opponent. But what really makes Madrid special? Their winning mentality. They know how to handle pressure and deliver in key moments, whether it's a Champions League final or a Club World Cup. This is a team that never backs down. Manchester City, the new superpower. If there's one team that can match Real Madrid's dominance, it's Manchester City. Pep Guardiola's squad finally won their first Champions League in 2023, and they're looking unstoppable. With Erling Haaland smashing goal records, Kevin De Bruyne controlling the midfield, and Phil Foden's creativity, City has the perfect blend of skill, tactics, and squad depth. The only question is, Will they maintain their hunger to add the Club World Cup to their collection? Deutschland Bayern Munich, the German machine. You can never count out Bayern Munich. They've won the Champions League multiple times and are known for their disciplined, high-intensity football. Their ability to adjust their style to different opponents makes them one of the most dangerous teams in the tournament. If their attack, led by Harry Kane and Leroy Sané, finds its rhythm, they could be a serious threat. Defense wins titles, and Bayern always builds strong backlines. The Brazilian powerhouses, Palmeiras and Flamengo. South American clubs have struggled in recent editions, but that doesn't mean they're out of the race. Palmeiras and Flamengo have dominated the Copa Libertadores, and with talents like Endrick, if he stays, and Pedro, they could be real challengers. But their biggest problem? Facing multiple elite European teams instead of just one. They need a perfect campaign to go all the way. MLS and the Saudi Pro League, can they shock the world? For the first time, MLS clubs and Saudi Arabian teams have real chances of making deep runs. Inter Miami with Lionel Messi could be a serious threat, while Al Hilal and Al Nassr have world-class players like Neymar and Cristiano Ronaldo. If these teams build momentum, don't be surprised if one of them reaches the semi-finals. So, with all these powerhouse clubs competing, the big question remains: will a non-European team finally break the European dominance? Or will we see another UCL winner lift the trophy? What do you think? Who is your favourite to win it all? Drop your predictions in the comments. Potential surprises and emerging teams. We've talked about the favourites, but let's not forget that football is full of surprises. Every tournament has a dark horse, a team that nobody expects to go far but ends up making history. Could we see an underdog rise in the 2025 Club World Cup? Botafogo, the Brazilian wildcard. One of the most intriguing teams in the tournament is Botafogo. After years away from the spotlight, the club has rebuilt itself with strong investments and an ambitious project. If they manage to keep key players and strengthen their squad, they could be a serious problem for bigger teams. Unlike more established South American giants, Botafogo has nothing to lose, and that kind of team is dangerous. Could they be the Palmeiras of 1999 or the São Paulo of 2005? If they believe anything is possible. Mexican clubs, always dangerous. Mexican teams have historically performed well in the Club World Cup, often surprising South American and even European teams. Clubs like Monterrey and Club America have deep squads, and their experience in high-pressure knockout tournaments makes them dangerous opponents. Inter Miami, Messi's last dance. What if Messi leads Inter Miami to an unforgettable run? With new signings and a motivated squad, Miami has the potential to go far. If they get through the group stage and avoid top European teams early, who knows how far they can go? And let's not forget, Messi lives for these moments. Could this be one last chapter of greatness? Saudi Arabia Al Hilal and Al Nassr, the Saudi Revolution. Saudi football has been growing rapidly, with massive investments bringing in superstars like Neymar, Ronaldo and Benzema. If these teams find the right chemistry and get through the group stage, they could surprise some giants and make a deep run. Could we see a Cinderella story in 2025? Which underdog do you think could go the furthest? Let me know in the comments. Predictions and conclusion. So, after analysing the tournament format, the favourites and the potential surprises, it's time for the big question. Who will win the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup? If we look at squad depth, recent performances and experience in high-pressure tournaments, Manchester City and Real Madrid are the clear frontrunners. City has been nearly unstoppable under Pep Guardiola, while Madrid always finds a way to win international titles, no matter the odds. These two teams will likely be the biggest threats in 2025. However, if there's one thing we know about football, it's that anything can happen. Could Bayern Munich rise once again? Could Palmeiras or Flamengo finally bring another title to Brazil? Or maybe, just maybe, an MLS or Saudi Pro League team will shock the world. My prediction. If I had to bet right now, I'd say Manchester City is the favourite. They have the best squad, incredible tactical discipline, and Pep Guardiola's leadership. But I wouldn't rule out Real Madrid, because whenever you think they are out, they always come back. For the underdogs, Botafogo and Inter Miami could be surprise packages. If they manage to get through the group stage and avoid early matchups against the top European clubs, they could go further than expected. That said, football is unpredictable, and that's what makes it so exciting. A single mistake, a moment of brilliance, or a tactical masterclass can change everything. But now I want to hear from you. Who do you think will win the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup? Will it be a European powerhouse, a South American champion, or a complete underdog story? Drop your predictions in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more football content.